You enter the break room at work to find your friend and coworker sitting at a table. Her arms are crossed, her facial expression is unpleasant, and her body language screams, "Don't come any closer." You do what any good colleague would do and ask, "Is everything okay?" She responds that she's fine, but the way she says it and how she looks tells you that she's anything but fine. Have you ever heard the saying, "It's not what you say, it's how you say it"? That basically means that regardless of the words that come out of your mouth, the way you deliver them is a lot more important. Tone of voice, inflection, volume, and pace of speech are that much more important when you're speaking to someone over the phone. Because they cannot see you, customers will make judgments about your attitude, your willingness to help, and even your personality based on the way in which you speak. Psychologist and professor Dr. Albert Mehrabian understood the importance of how we use our voices. He created the 7-38-55 rule, which states, in part, that when communicating with 100% success, the actual words used, 7%, are not as important as the way we say something, 38%, or our body language, 55%. In this lesson, we're going to talk more about tone of voice, volume, pace, and inflection in a call center environment. Tone of voice is all about the attitude behind what you're saying. Your voice doesn't change, but the way you speak to someone does. If you're angry, you may be curt. If you're happy, your voice may ooze joy. Regardless, customer service professionals have a duty to put their personal feelings behind them and use a tone of voice that is friendly, sincere, and professional for all callers. This is what keeps customers calm and engaged. But how do you accomplish this? First, use positive language. That means eliminating words and phrases like "we can't" and "you need to" from your vocabulary, and focusing on phrases like "I can" and "we will." Second, remember you are talking to another human being. You are not a robot and shouldn't sound like one, even if you have a script to follow. Sincerity and empathy sound like, "Let me see what I can do to fix your problem, Mr. Jones." Think about how you would want to be spoken to in the same situation. Third, keep it casual and friendly, but assess each situation separately. An irate customer might view your casual nature as an insult to their problems. Friendliness, however, never goes out of style. Remember that your inflection, the natural rise and fall in your voice, shows your customer that you're listening and engaged in their problem. Your tone of voice should rise and fall naturally, as if you're talking to a friend. This is important in helping to place importance on certain terms or ideas. If you need a refresher on improving your own tone, remember that engaged listening and being genuine in your desire to help are good places to start. Smiling, even though customers cannot see you, can also positively impact your mood and tone. If things get tense, take a moment to breathe, which can calm you and keep your tone even and consistent. No one wants to be yelled at, and the volume with which you speak to someone can either calm a situation or inflame it. It can be difficult to refrain from raising your own voice if the customer is speaking loudly out of frustration. However, did you know you can control the conversation simply by the volume you use? Speaking in lower tones can help calm a frustrated customer and bring their own volume down, which helps you stay in control of the conversation. Lower tones and moderate volume also help convey that you're taking their problem seriously. Vary the volume of your voice to convey importance or draw attention to a particular point. Contrast in your volume helps you to maintain the interest of the customer at the end of the line. Maybe you're naturally soft-spoken. Handling customer concerns may require you to elevate your voice's volume. Otherwise, customers may think you're uninterested or disengaged from their concerns. Have you ever met someone who talked so fast you couldn't understand them? It's important to pace your speech, even if you're naturally inclined to talk quickly. Speaking too quickly may have your customer thinking you don't take their concerns seriously, or may frustrate them if they're unable to keep up. Speak at a rate that allows customers to understand what you're saying, not too fast or too slow. If you focus on clearly enunciating everything you say, your pace will naturally slow to a rhythm that is comfortable for the listener. You can slightly vary your speed if you need to draw attention to something important, with slower speech, or if you need to keep the conversation flowing, with faster speech. Pay special attention to punctuation of the script in front of you. Commas, periods, and other marks inject natural pauses into written text that can be used to help regulate your rate of speech. Tone of voice, inflection, volume, and pace all play important roles in handling customer service inquiries. Your tone of voice should be friendly, professional, and sincere to keep a customer engaged. Improving your tone can be as simple as smiling, taking a deep breath, and approaching a call with a genuine desire to help. Volume is also important since lower tones can keep a customer calm and convey you're taking their problem seriously. Varying your volume and inflection can also help convey meaning of a particularly important point and keep the customer interested in what you're saying. Pacing your rate of speech can be achieved through careful enunciation and slowing down or speeding up as the conversation warrants. Using punctuation and written materials as a guide can help you perfect your pace.